Let's just see if it's loading. Keyboard working. No, keyboard's broke.
Ah. Davis.
Is it working? There it is. It's working.
Did you also see in the marketplace that Icon City owns the whole of our Apple Elgato marketplace right now? It's so fucking good. All my products on the front page. It says, "Thanks to their amazing team."
Right. Is that it? Are we? Is it working? I don't know.
It looks like we're live.
Woohoo! How you doing, everybody? Is there anybody in yet? I've just shared it out on the old Twitteroo.
We're waiting for people to join. We're waiting for
Aye.
people to join.
Come with us.
Oh, my jacket. Yeah, Icon City. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I can see my jackets. I can see. I have to shave. Savage for men.
Savage.
Savage for men.
Oh,
That's it. He's broke his mic. We'll
right,
have to
me
crack
things
his
broke. I was getting a bit excited with the mic.
It's that your low profile arm bits that just dropped off.
Yeah.
I've got one of those. Look, that's mine.
I've got black one.
I got a white one. Don't join the dark side. Doesn't get much whiter than this room, I'll tell you. My gosh.
That's it. How you doing, AGR? I need to work out why my keyboard ain't working either. I don't know.
Gosh, you might need that.
Well, I've got another one.
No, now it's just showing up.
It's one that I had before.
Okay.
But I had this one. That one that I've got at the back isn't a mechanical. This one is, because I like to hear the taps of the keyboard.
Oh, the clickety clack.
Yeah. Hello, can you hear me? It's a bit quiet. Hello.
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 Are you asking me? Are you asking me, or are you just?
No, I was like in general. Bit quiet.
Can I get another instance of that on my screen here? Because that'd be cool.
What do you mean?
Oh, I see what you're looking at now. Oh, yeah.
What? The keyboard ain't working.
Can you hear me?
I'm in California dreaming of what it used to be. Right. Oh, that's you. I was going to say somebody in.
It's only me.
Hi. He's pretty quiet. I think this is a Monday. Well, it's only early, isn't it?
9 o'clock.
It's 9. It's 9 o'clock.
It's quite delayed, the YouTube feed. Are we just going on YouTube on this? It's not anything else. Is it live just on YouTube? Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Is it just live on YouTube?
Yeah, just YouTube.
Okay, all right. Okay then. Has this got a chat window as well? I thought it had chat. Hi, chat.
It should have, yeah. On the right.
Ah,
Are
yeah,
you on
yeah.
StreamYard
Whatever
or are
that
you on
does.
YouTube?
Hi, guys. Oh, Judas is on.
Hey then, Judas. How are you doing?
Our favourite Star Citizen.
Stars.
Hello, can you hear me?
You're live on YouTube. Please state your ASL. Oh my god, I haven't seen that for ages. ASL
My ages, age, sex, and location.
location.
And
Yeah.
you could tell how old you are there, Paul, because actually, what the kids now say is ASLP. Because with the future of fast speed internet, you can now send a photograph to somebody very quickly. Whereas obviously in your day, it was age, sex, location, and that was all you could send. But now it's picture. So if you want to just update that ASLP, and then we're back in the room.
Chicken lips.
Chicken.
We got a few in, so I think we
Do
can
we get
start. I think.
extra points for making animal noises? No, don't do that.
No, okay. I'm stuck in my ways. Right. Shall we just go for it?
Engaged number one.
Yes. Right, how's it going, everybody? We're going to be talking about the brand new range that Elgato brought out called the Elgato Neo. Sorry,
Call yourself a fan.
That's somebody. Somebody called it Nano the other day.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and it's just got it in my head. Elgato Neo. And
Perfect.
it was the Wave Neo, the Elgato Wave, the Elgato. See, I'm messing up now.
You're
The
right, Judy
Elgato
Hand.
Wave Neo, the Wave, the Stream Deck Neo, the Keylight Neo, the Game Capture Neo, and the Camera Neo. Unfortunately, the camera won't be available just yet. It's probably going to be about a week, maybe 2 weeks. So. But there is like a notification on the Elgato website. So if you want to be notified, click on the link below, and just put your email address in, and you'll get a notification when you can order it or pre-order it when you want it. So what we're going to start off first is we're going to start off with the Keylight Neo. So
he got it right that time.
I did.
Extra points. You can calm down now. It's all good, mate.
I was like in that zone. I thought I'm going to do it.
It's all right.
I'm going to do it. So yeah, the Keylight Neo, it's pretty straightforward. Basically Elgato Neo is a range for people that have just started streaming and they don't want to pay like £300-400 for a camera. They just want a basic camera, basic capture card, basic lighting, things like that. So that is what Elgato Neo is all about. And honestly, they are really good. James has got the Stream Deck, but we will talk about that a little bit later on in the podcast.
The taster there, look.
There you go.
There's the taster right there. It is. We'll talk about it at the end because let's face it, bit biased. But yeah, so obviously, I mean, Elgato have released this amazing set of products, aimed at the entry level. And I guess if we said basic, I probably, I think somewhere near, but I think basic, but in a really good way. It's aimed at somebody, like you said, Gaz, that are coming into the streaming market, streaming of basic content creation. It's not just streaming; it could be actually making stuff for films, movies, etc. And they need a few of these things to hang around. And I think they've come at it such a great angle with everything, and just calling it Neo and all coming in as white. As a case of like everything's dark and foreboding. White things are quite appealing to people, and the way it's all made, this whole 60% recycling and no plastic used, which I did an unboxing of the Stream Deck. That's the first thing I noticed. There's actually no plastic wrapped around this. So
Mm. Yeah.
kudos to Elgato for that. They deserve a round of applause because actually the packaging itself is 100% recyclable. It's just crazy.
Mm.
When I first unboxed it, was like, wow, that's actually a real change from what you see in the marketplace. I do know that Julian said on the live stream that Elgato did a live stream on the Thursday that he said that some of the retailers weren't very happy with the packaging because it wasn't shiny, it wasn't blue that we know of. It was
Yeah.
actually just it looks like recycled cardboard, and
Mm.
and some of the retailers weren't very happy with that, and they said, well, look, we want to lead the way in that way that we're kind of flying the flag for recyclability, really, and I love that. That's quite a stance for them to
Yeah.
take on that part. I thought it was really, really good.
There was something that Julian posted on Twitter, and I was going to read it out, and I can't find it.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it was something about the new Neo range will be in Target in the US. So either
yeah,
now or soon.
it yeah, it's like 86 stores or something it's available in, which
86
is
stores.
which is crazy. So yeah, so we thought we'd go through this one by one, just talk briefly about each product, and if we could add anything to the conversation, then albeit you might not be familiar with what's actually happening. What's Paul say? James needs a stormtrooper helmet. I do. I do. Thank you for that. So yeah, the key light Neo. Obviously, we got it in the UK money here because obviously we're both from the
Mm.
UK, me and Gaz. So it's 89.99. What do you think of the price point, Gaz, on that light? To be fair, it's
It's I mean it's roughly is it roughly the same as the Keylight Mini, or
yeah.
just a little bit
I think
cheaper, I
I,
think.
I think it's a little bit more expensive. The key light mini is about 79 or 69,
79.
and obviously had that as a built-in battery, and it's obviously had lots of different light
Yeah.
modes. But it is very much the same as this in the way that it's sort of an LED panel. It's not RGB. It's fully
No.
white. And obviously, this is actually obviously a bigger area that this is covering than the than
Mm.
the, than the mini with its built-in battery. Um, what I wasn't quite sure of is the actual way you connect it. So whether it's a USB-C on one end and a USB-A on the other. I
Yeah.
think the A part goes into your computer. I wasn't quite sure of that on the website. I could be wrong, but again, it's interesting to see they're still using USB-C, which is quite nice to
Yeah.
see. Yeah, it is USB A on the end. Okay, cool. But it's molding into the back, and one of the good features of the light that I noticed straight away, and they showed, is that obviously it uses a clip to kind of balance onto your screen.
The monitor, yeah.
Yeah, so you don't need anything like attached. There's no sort of big stands for the light. You can
Yeah.
just sort of balance it, with a better word.
Mm.
It's like you would a web camera onto your screen. And there's lots of cable management built into the back of the light, so you can turn it over and actually wrap the cable around the
Yeah,
back, which is a
like a
really
vacuum.
good. Yeah, it's like yeah,
Vacuum at
exactly
the
like a
back.
vacuum. Something that the vacuum went. That's what we need the back of our lights to keep our lights turning.
A vacuum
Um,
holder.
which I think
Got a
is really
vacuum light
nice.
holder.
It's such a nice, it's a simple thing, but that's
Mm.
actually a really well thought out idea.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, yeah, 89 pounds. I think it's a nice light. As I said, for somebody
Yeah.
who's just getting to this, it's a great camera because it's a great light. Because let's face it, the biggest thing we see with people stream, especially early on, is that there's loads of cheap lights available. Let's face it, if you go
Mm.
to TikTok shop and things like that, you'll find lots of these like ring lights and things, and they are sort of easy to get of. But Elgato coming in with a really good light, lots of features like the sort of what do you call it?
You can
The
have it
ambient
light,
light.
you can have it warm. Yeah.
Warm, thank you. That's what I was thinking. It's yeah. Just having those little features which you won't find on a cheaper thing like that
Mm.
is really good. And of course, it's built to last. At the end of the day, it's a
Yeah.
it's a cracking light. And of course, they've used all the technology from previous lighting to build this,
Mm.
so they really know what they're doing when it comes to that light. But yeah, I think 89.99. I think that's a great price for it. Again, on the live stream, the one that people's using two, so you can see the difference two actually made if
Yeah.
you wanted
I
to
think
have
that was
on
a
both
burrito,
sides.
wasn't it?
So it was
A
sorry,
burrito.
a
A
burrito, was it?
burrito had got the two, I think.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was. So again, I think one of the biggest questions that came out was, how else can you mount it? Which,
Mm.
as we now know, if you do go to the website, you'll see all this. But just for the people who driving or whatever might hear this later on, it's you can mount it on anything really. It has that little screw that you can go
Yeah.
onto the mini stand. Um, Elgato do a wall bracket as well that it would fit onto, which is good. So you could basically put this light anywhere, but balance it on your screen
Mm.
absolutely to get you going. But if you wanted to move them around, again, this is what I was saying, Gaz. This is actually a great product for people who are lighting things as content creators, not necessarily
Yeah.
streamers, but they might have, they might be actually selling things on Etsy, and they want to light the thing really
Yeah.
well.
Or
This is
card
why
openings or something.
yeah, 100%. So it's a
Yeah.
great second light without having to move all your key lights around from your office. Like
Mm.
it's a great addition. But yeah, what a lovely piece of kit. It is a simple one, but actually one that fulfills a really good need there. That it's multifunctional. Let's see, got this tone controls, and again, it just works with Elgato's ecosystem
Mm.
in the way that you've got that control panel and everything's manageable from that control panel.
Mm.
You don't have to go into an application to try and use it, or like bother with Bluetooth from your phone. It actually works straight from your PC,
Yeah.
which is great.
And you can also easily pack it away as well if you go to TwitchCon or places like that.
Yeah, I mean that's a great point. Yeah, it's not something you got to worry too much about when you put it into your bag
No.
and like you're away. It is that, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't think about that, but yeah, actually, moving it around is a lot simpler. Yeah,
Because I think it's just slightly smaller than the Keylight Air Light as well, just
yeah,
slightly.
yeah.
So, but obviously you can't carry around the Keylight Air because you got to attach it to the stand and stuff because it has got some weight to it. The Keylight Air one has,
Key light eras, yeah,
yeah,
incredibly, yeah, yeah,
and the spotlight that I've got,
but yeah. But again, so, would we recommend it? Would we recommend it? Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
100%.
And like I said, even if you're looking for a third light in the office
Mm,
or, in the studio, a third light or a fourth or fifth, it's a great one to just go, "I don't need to be spending a couple £100 on this." This is actually,
mm,
do more
yeah,
than one thing. So good one, Elgato. Great start out the gate there.
yeah,
Um,
and also, um, Julian said that it's that good that you probably only need one light, but it just depends on what you want and how you want the lighting. So maybe two is good enough, but one is sufficient for what you want
yeah,
it for. So
yeah,
it's pretty good.
yeah. A great
It
a
is
great
pretty good.
A great start. A great
Yeah.
start from Elgato at the gate there. So next up, face cam. Are we looking at face cam next?
Face cam. Yes. How you doing, Anne? Sorry.
Hello, Anne. Great to have you in the chat again. We're going to take
I
a
gotta
quick
say
break.
hello because I haven't spoken to her for a few days. Because I haven't been streaming. Anyway.
So what do we know about Facecam Neo? So obviously, as we said, we know it's on a Notify Me because we don't. Do we know the retail price this yet? We don't, do we?
um you
Hmm.
doesn't it say?
It doesn't. Not on the website. Not that I've
Mm,
seen. But obviously, the specs are 1080p, 60 frames.
mm.
Again, awesome if you're just starting off. Again, we know Elgato are great at cameras. Look what we're looking through at the moment. We've got this amazing camera me and Gaz are both using.
Yes.
And to take that technology down again to again an affordable market is just brilliant, especially with that privacy filter all built in. Just slide that privacy filter across. It's a great
Mm,
addition to their repertoire, 100%. And again, like the Neo Lite, it just used that little hinge to again balance that on top of the monitor.
yeah, I like that.
It's good, isn't
I
it?
like
It's a
that.
lovely little thing. Again, I'm not sure why there's a weight on it. Like I'm sure that Elgato would have preferred to have all these products available day one, straight out the
Yeah.
gate.
I don't know what's going on with the camera. I don't know. Unless
Yeah.
there's a problem somewhere or uh,
Well, I think out of everything that we've seen that them bringing out, it is obviously lots of lenses and things in there.
yeah.
Auto levels, stuff like that. So there's probably a lot of technology in there.
Mm.
That'll probably make it a little bit more difficult to bring out other than just the RGB light. I think one of the things, did I notice it was, um, no, that's another product, excuse me. But again, 1080p, 60 frames per second. We know most people who are streaming still use this, obviously, as because obviously it's you that's in the camera. Normally, your camera is bottom left-hand corner. It's kind of
Yeah.
like tiny, isn't it? It's taking up a really small part of that whole real estate that we're seeing. So while some people might go, 1080p, yeah, but I think the MacBook Pro still has a 1080p camera in it.
Mm.
You could probably still have a 720 if I remember rightly.
But there's on this camera as well, on the Neo Cam Neo, yeah.
Face
It's
cam
also
Neo.
got the sensor on it, so it detects like brightness in your room and stuff, which is pretty good as well. I think the Facecam Pro and the ordinary Facecam can do it, but
Yeah.
it's got everything in that in the Facecam Neo, which is pretty
Yeah.
good, especially for the price. Well,
Well,
we don't know how much it is, but
okay. So,
I don't
so
know.
rumor is it's about 179 or
179.
yeah,
Okay.
rumor has it it's 179. Now, don't quote me because obviously that I must have seen that somewhere at some point. Hello,
Okay.
Dazza.
Oh, it
Daz is in.
does.
Daz is in. It's obviously got the quarter-inch thread as well, so a bit like the camera as well.
Yeah.
The light we've just been talking about, it has that thread, so you can connect it to the mini stand again, as well as obviously that having that thing on the back of the screen there, which I think is great. It's USB Type C fixed, interestingly enough. So that's
Yeah.
obviously got a fixed cable in the back of that, which is also interesting for this sort of product. I was just looking at the resolutions, supported resolutions 1080p 60, 1080p 30, 720 60. Again, I do know streamers who use the 720p because of bandwidth and keeping their streams going. But
Yeah.
again, we've got to think of this as also people who just want to put a web camera, maybe the one on their computer isn't that great. They could use this.
Yeah.
Uh, there's more than just streamers using it. Content creators could be using this for lots of things.
Yeah.
I,
You
I
don't
did
have to
think
have
if
like a major laptop or computer to run it.
yeah, yeah, it's like I said, it's running just off USB, which is great. Yeah, again, be interested to see when it's out.
Yeah.
How many people are again on the live stream that Elgato used, which again I thought was really good on Thursday. They were all using this camera, and it looked great.
It
It
does.
did look great. Again, we keep
Look
mentioning
nice.
Julian, but for people who don't know, Julian's the senior VP for Elgato, and he's just such a great guy. I've had many chats with the guy. He's actually from Germany, so he's based in Munich. So he sort of runs the Munich office there, and he's just such a nice guy to chat to. And if ever you want to reach out to him, he's always available on Twitter, and he goes,
Yes. Yeah.
and he's
He's
just
always there.
and he's just ask me any question you want. He's just such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you hear the word senior VP, it's a bit
Yeah.
intimidating,
Yeah.
really.
You think
But
he won't answer any questions, but if you've got a question, tag him on Twitter or something,
yeah,
and he'll get back to you as soon as he can.
yeah,
But
he's
he's
great.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
if he doesn't answer you straight away, he certainly will. And if
Yeah.
you've got any of this gear and you take a photograph it and just at JFest in it on Twitter, he will definitely like it or give you the thumbs up or even retweet
Yeah.
it. Even better, like retweet it. So
Yeah.
definitely a great guy to have on your side. Like I said, it was great to see him on the stream. I was really surprised when the stream went live on Thursday. It was him in the middle. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, that's interesting. He's actually on it. But I think it also shows, how important it is for Elgato to get these products out, and
Mm.
for people to see them. I think he really wanted to be there to show people, that it was a big deal for the company. Like
Yeah.
years of being worked on to bring something out to the masses, really.
It's like a big, massive range, isn't it? All in one go
Yeah,
on one
yeah.
day.
I mean, to launch one of these is something because
Yeah.
everybody think Elgato is a big company. It's part of Corsair.
Yeah.
Corsair bought them and they took them under their wing and all that sort of stuff. So they are a big company, but then they're quite small in the way that the products they bring out are very particular.
Yeah.
They don't bring hundreds of products out a month. So if they
No.
bring something out like this, it's a big deal. And I think
Yeah.
they've just absolutely smashed it. So another thing with the obviously Facecam Neo, it works with the camera hub. again beautifully. The integration again there with the lights, using one sort of piece of software to run everything, which I
Yeah.
just think is great. So yeah.
Also,
Oh,
also the
oh,
best thing about Elgato is when they want to bring something out, they don't rush it. They take the time over it and make sure it's okay before actually saying we're going to bring this out and that out and things like that. They don't rush it out like some companies, because some
yeah.
companies they bring something out and then all of a sudden it starts breaking a few weeks
Mm,
after and they start recalling them back. But Elgato makes sure that everything is right and spot on
yeah.
before releasing anything or talking about it.
Yeah. Apologies. I've just noticed it is
Oh,
£99.99.
oh, is it?
It really is, which is an absolute still 179. I would have said it was a good camera. If you scroll down, again, it's probably just the website not catching up with it, but that top part of the website actually does say £99.99. So again, brilliant,
That's pretty
absolutely
good for
fantastic.
the money then.
Apologies, I should have known that. Maybe it's the capture card we're going to talk about next is 179.
Oh, and free shipping on orders over £79 as well.
Yeah, yeah. They've always been good at that, though.
Yeah.
I've recently bought the Pit Boy. Let's have a quick look at the Pit Boy while we're here. There you go. Look at that. It's a great Pit Boy. It's a great Pit Boy. I
I
love
love
it.
the packaging on that.
It's a lovely, and again with the Starfield one, just a beautiful, beautiful thing. I think the Stream Decks were like 129, I think, something like that. So, and it was just like free shipping straight away. That's what got me. Is you go and
Mm.
put it in the basket, and you think, here we go. Which country you're from? UK. Here we go. And then it's like, oh yeah, it's still 129. You're like, what? That's fantastic. Thank you so much. I like that a lot.
I
So
like
we
it
can
a
look
lot.
at the game catcher.
Game
So,
capture.
straight out
Yes.
of the bag, £119.99, which
Yep.
is
Let's get it up.
that's great. That
Yeah,
is brilliant.
that is pretty good. I think that's the same price I paid for my first capture card, the
Yeah,
Elgato HD capture.
yeah. Which is obviously again that was your first one, so again that's what they're pointing out here,
Yeah.
isn't it? They want you to know that this is their entry level, and that's how they're going to go. One thing I did notice, or I picked up on the live stream that we're talking about, it doesn't record HDR. That was
Yes,
something for
that's right.
the next level up, wasn't it? That was the one thing I thought, oh, that's interesting. But then again, how many people have got a great big HDR sort of screen that they're watching this back on anyway and going, oh, that
Yeah.
looks rubbish. It's like, I mean, again, this isn't my area of expertise actually capturing data like this,
Yeah.
Gaz. I know it's more up your alley. What do you think of it?
I mean, I haven't tried it, but for what it is and the price of it, it is pretty good. I mean, recording resolution is up to 1080, and then 1080p 60. Um, pass through up to 4K 60 HDR, lag free pass through HDMI. So it is pretty good for what it is, especially for that price as well.
So pass through is HDR. What am I getting something wrong there then?
Hang on, pass through up to 4K 60 HDR,
But recording resolution is 1080p 60.
1080p 60.
Is
Yeah,
that what I'm getting mixed up there?
probably.
Okay.
So it's up to 4K 60, and then recording resolution is up to 1080p 60.
Okay.
And it's HDMI.
HDMI. So, like as we know, like the idea was, again, a lot of the adverts you're seeing for this, they got people like using Nintendo Switch plugged into it, which we know our man Tom,
Yeah,
Mr. TS Villa in the house, Mr. TS Villa. He does lots of capturing with his Switch, doesn't he?
yeah,
But if you've got the Steam Deck by Valve, that's another great one you can plug into this and start capturing from, which I think is great. Again, they showed on the picture that we're using an iPad
yeah,
to capture,
yeah.
which I thought was amazing.
That
Like
is pretty
no
good.
no PC needed. What
No,
the
or
what the
laptop.
beginnings? All laptop, but it was straight like capture card from your Nintendo Switch into your iPad. Like, what is going on? The worlds are changing, my man.
Aye,
But
it is.
again, that just shows, doesn't it? Like can be a content creator. Everybody can be a streamer now. You don't
Yeah.
have to have. Well, God, I think the amount of money. I mean, me and you both spent on our,
Oh, yeah.
on our little office stroke gamer stroke palace man
Throne.
cave, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's kind of like we've all spent a fortune here, but actually they're showing that God, there's so much you can do with what they're delivering.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic.
So if I
I
was
s-
starting out, I'd go for the Neo as well,
yeah,
personally.
yeah, 100%. Again, it's that whole ecosystem thing. I mean, Apple did this really early on with iTunes and iPod,
Yeah.
and and then obviously with the Home Pod, so you had a speaker to go with it all. Apple was doing this ages ago, and of course, everything they did was white as well. And I just love the fact that they've just gone, yeah, we need to fill that gap within the
Yeah.
streaming market, content creator market. So yeah, it's just fab, mate. I love it. I love the fact that it's just accessible. Everybody
Mm.
can do it, and there's no snobbery behind it. It's just really, really nice stuff.
Yeah.
And again, 119.99. It's
Can't
within
go
reach
wrong.
now, isn't it? It's in
That
reach now. When we looked at capture cards before, you had to be plugging it into a PC, or it had to be
yeah.
external from a PC. And now they're going just use if you got an iPad, absolutely. I'd be interested to know whether it work on sort of Android and things like that later on if it isn't already.
Yeah. I
Because
don't
obviously
think
they
it
have,
mentions that, does it?
well, the things with Android stuff is the pads, the iPads, their version of iPads, whatever they call them, would probably different power levels of how much power they've got to
Oh, yeah.
display stuff. So it'd be interesting to see that they mentioned just iPad now, because obviously there's a lot of bang for buck in those things. They're powerful. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see again if that changes later on, because obviously we got the Amazon Fire stuff as well, Amazon Fire Pro, the 11, to the 10, the 8, that market very, very well. Uh, Ridiculous pricing, like £80 up to like 200 quid on those. But they're not mentioned here at all. So that'd be great if that was a thing, that it really could
Yeah.
come at that level where
I'm just
we could
having
be
a
using
look,
it.
see what there is.
Yeah, because the design, I love the design. Again, just so simple. It's just a white box, HDMI in, and USB C. That's all you need, isn't it?
Yep, that's it. No, it only mentions iPad at the minute.
It
Nothing
does.
to
Yeah,
do with Android.
yeah. Yeah, it does, and again, that's probably down to the power thing, about how much power it's got.
Yeah.
But again, this is what's great about Elgato: 60-day return and refund service. So imagine that you could try it for 60 days ago. It's not for me. That's
Yep.
great, isn't it? That's like really, really cool. That's confidence in the product as well, isn't it? Knowing that you're going to actually keep it.
100%.
So that was the capture
100%.
card. So now we're going to go on to something really cool. I love this.
Yes.
This is nice. Um, the Wave Neo. So this is the microphone. Eighty
I
nine
love
ninety
that.
nine. It's such a great product. I love it. But
I
I'll
do.
tell you why I love it so much. It's white.
No.
It's white. No, not only that, but the fact it's got a stand, and obviously you can move it up and down and all this sort of stuff. But it's like a complete product, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it uses again USB. So anybody's got any product, you just plug it in and you can use it straight away. It's got that lovely touch sensitive. Am I live? Am I muted? There's no doubt it lights up blooming, red if it's muted, which is really
Yep.
good. So it's a like, really nice sort of a mute button on there. You can personalize it, the green filters, the pop filters, green, blue, whatever, lots of different colors you can use. They're about 18 quid, which is a good price again.
Yeah. I think those are available soon.
Yeah. They weren't available from the get go, so they
No.
kind of again, Julie on the stream has showed a few of those off, which is really nice. They've got very pastely colours as well, aren't they? They've used
Mm.
to do it.
Yeah.
But again, I love it because it's like I said, it's an all in one thing. And it's something that Tom found out recently, that Tom had won the Icon City partnership of the month,
Yeah.
and he won this a Wave XL mic.
Wave DX.
And what he didn't realize is he thought this was USB. So when he got it, he's
Oh, he
like,
thought it was USB, like the
"Yeah,
Wave. Except
The
not the
Wave
Wave.
XL. So he'd won
Yeah,
this
Wave
mic,
3.
and he was chuffed to bits he'd won it, which is great.
Yeah,
So I packaged it all off to him, and I posted it and said, "Well done, mate. There you go. There it is. You've won it. Perfect." And he tweeted. He said, oh, I've just unboxed it. You forgot to put the cable in." I was like, "There ain't no cable. We're talking like this is professional equipment. It's a Wave XLR. You'll need to get an XLR cable." And he was like, I hope he doesn't mind me saying this. But he's like, "Oh, okay." And next thing he tweeted me a picture of the cable. And I went, "Yeah, that's the one. Elgato sell the cable. It's about £20. Really good cable, braided, etc."
yeah.
He's like, "But on the end of that doesn't look like anything I've got to plug it into." And I was like, "Oh no." It's like with you a USB thing all over again, and
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, you need to buy a Wave X. Oh dear.
yeah.
So that was a bit of a probably more of my fault than I should have let you know. So again, what I'm trying to say here is that this is USB microphone. Who hasn't got a USB on the computer? They're going to plug it in.
Mm,
It's going to sound great from the get go. They're going to plug it straight into any computer. Whereas this thing, as we said, needs a Wave XLR interface. So you got to buy
yeah,
another piece of equipment for it to go into before it gets to your computer.
mm,
But I love it. I love the color. I love the
yeah.
fact it's actually quite small. The actual top of it is really small. It's like an egg.
It's not nice
It's,
and sleek as well.
yeah, it's
Nice
not
and
in your
sleek.
face, and
No.
so a bit of again a bit of tech here, if you like. This Wave Neo 89.99 is what you call a condenser microphone. And you can find condenser microphones all over the internet. There's loads. There's loads to choose from. Loads of really good people in this area. Um, Whereas the Wave XLR is known as a dynamic mic,
Mm,
and the difference between the two is that the one that me and Gaz has is the Wave XLR dynamic mic. Is the fact that we can do sort of like we could really shout at it. We have background music,
yes.
and it's
Yeah,
gonna
noise
keep
removal.
it's gonna keep that sound beautiful.
Yeah,
It's gonna take basically it's aimed at anything with Wave XLR XLR in it is going to be for sort of live studio stuff. Whether it be I could be sitting here with the electric guitar, a pair of drums, and nothing's going to
mm,
phase this
no.
due to the fact of how it's built, etc. Whereas with this one, as a condenser USB microphone, it's a little bit more delicate,
Mm,
and it's gonna, it's obviously going to be known with this close from it. So it's going
that's
to be
it.
a nice, it's going to be a warm sound. It's going to be a nice sound, but it's not going to be anything you'd be thrashing away on a
No,
on a live on a live sort
no.
of in a
True.
pub.
If you want something
This
like
is
that, probably like a Wave 3. If you don't
absolutely
wanna
yeah,
pay, like, prices for, like I mean, this is only, like I think it's, like, £100 for the Wave DX, but if you haven't got the XLR connections, you
yeah,
need the Wave XLR, you need the cable and everything
yeah,
else, so, the Wave 3 is a good one if you want to do something like that and don't wanna spend too much money,
yeah.
which is still good.
It's so nice. Again, the fact that it's got everything there, the metal stand, the headphone jack built into it again, really, really
Yeah,
cool. The cable management, USB A on the end, so again, it'll plug into anything that you've got.
yeah,
This is such a if this just came out on its own, it'd just be like, oh, what a brilliant thing,
yeah,
again.
it's
So
nice.
we're looking good. We've got a camera on, we've got the light on, we've got a brilliant microphone now, so we can hear
Mm,
everything that you're saying, we can see everything you're looking at, we're capturing everything you're actually producing. It just all makes sense. This is just like the cherry on the top for me. It's such a
yep,
great product, and really surprising how much I loved it. I just thought, wow, that's brilliant. Again, on the live stream, they were all using them. They all sounded brilliant. Not one
mm,
point did you think, God, that sounds, entry
yeah,
level. It doesn't sound great. Um, so yeah, again, I was looking at just the difference between a condenser mic and a dynamic mic. Those differences
mm,
I thought was quite interesting. Because obviously people say, well, why do you want one over the other? But yeah, condenser
yeah.
mic, we're going to use it within this space. It's more than enough that you're going to need. Anything else?
Plus the Wave Neo as well. Like what James said, it comes with a stand, but you can also attach it to like the LP arm, or like or or what I would call like the over mic arm as well that goes over the monitor, for your Wave Neo. So you can more or less use anything. I mean, you can even use. Although no, that would be too much because you'll be like up here. I was going to say a mount, No, it was what you've got, James.
The mini
Mini
stand.
mount. Yeah,
The
the
mini
mini
mount. Yeah,
stand.
the mini
Yeah,
stand. Yeah, you
it
could
can
use
go on
that.
them as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and
More or
again,
less anything.
it's that thing, and it goes again, if you're gonna start your own little sort of podcasting studio,
Yeah,
a couple of these thrown into the mix,
it's been
and you've got
nice.
oh, mate, it's so good. That's what's so good about it is it's like you suddenly haven't got to think that you'll be spending hundreds of pounds on this.
Mm.
You could get away with all their podcasting studio really quickly and easy now. And and who hasn't got USB, connection going spare? Well, you mainly.
Actually, no, I have cleared a couple because I'm waiting for a certain thing. I'm
Okay.
not going to say what it is yet. James knows, but I'm waiting
New
for something.
toys.
New toy.
We all like new toys. It's great.
Something that I've wanted for ages.
Ages. Oh, mate, I'm so excited for you.
Ugh,
So yeah, it's again just brilliant. What a
yeah.
great device. Absolutely brilliant. So that's it. So we've covered the light, the camera, the capture card, the mic, and I guess there's only one thing left.
I think that's it, isn't it?
Mhm.
Is that it?
Is that it? Or is it this? Oh,
Oh,
that's
you
right.
could be
It's
that.
this.
That's it. It's that.
So
I forgot
beautiful.
about that.
Strangely enough, I didn't. It is. It's such a lovely thing, and I've grown to love this. Again, as a lot of you guys know, I'm known as a maker with Elgato, so I make the icons for this. Obviously, I've got my own business, Icon City. Oh, should I just do a bit of a
That's
look at
brilliant.
that? This isn't. This is like, how am I going to show it off? This is awful, isn't it? There you go. Look,
Own
um,
city.
this is not. This is my new merch. Should I do it like that? There you go. I should stand up. It's a proper advert. Look at that. There you go. So I've had some hoodies made with Icon City on. So as you know, I've got Icon City as my business, and I love it lots. And Elgato said, "Can we put some of your stuff in our store?" And absolutely, I'm working with Elgato, and they're just brilliant. So I've had this little baby for about 3 weeks, probably 4 weeks. So they sent this to me and said, what do you think? Have a play, make some icons for it, show it off. Of course, I'm gonna do that. So this is the Stream Deck Neo. We've got 8 buttons that you can click, which is great. Again, I love it. It's so cute. It's so cute. So before we had the Stream Deck Mini, which was only 6 keys, then you would jump up to the Stream Deck 15 key.
Mm.
So what they've done here is they've just hit the market right in the middle here and gone, let's just do 8. But what's really interesting for a creator like myself is normally when you've got this set of 8 matrix here, is I would create a button to go here that would say move to the next set of 8 keys, the next set of 8 keys. So either here or here on the bottom left and right would be a forward key backwards or a
Yeah.
forward key forwards, if that makes sense. But what's really cool is they put these little capacitive buttons that sit just underneath it. And the idea is here is that you can tap it and it will just move through the whole thing. So you don't have to waste a key by having a graphic with a little arrow on to say go to the next screen. So basically, use these little capacitive buttons under here that you just tap them and they fly through the menus. Really, really cool. So you are getting sort of 8 keys all the time, no matter
Yeah.
where you are. And remember, we can create folders in these as well. So a folder can go inside of a folder instead of a folder. So kind of like it's fully compatible. Oh, it's such a great thing. And they've also included something called an info bar, which is this bottom area here. And what's great about the info bar is, it's going to be close, is we can put things like the time in there. We put a time in there. Obviously 24-hour clock or 12-hour clock if you prefer, but also the page that you're on. So you'll see it might say like page number 2 and page number 3. So as you're cycling through, there you go. I'm back on page 1, so it tells you where you are. So if you're playing a computer game, this is Zoo Tycoon I've got on here, which my good friend Loopy loves to play Zoo Tycoon on her stream, and she always uses the Stream Deck to play the game. So she loves this icon pack. It's really, really popular. So this is Zoo Tycoon. So pretty much you play the whole game using this Stream Deck pack. It's just great. And of course, so that's kind of what's on the front. 8 keys. You go info bar, we can have either the clock on there, so time, 2 capacitive buttons to the side to let you navigate through it all. And on the back, you've got a built-in USB-C. So this is built in here. You can't remove this, which is a bit of a
Can't
shame,
remove it.
but there you go. That's a braided cable, white, obviously, all the way down. And then you've got a built-in stand here, which obviously you light flat, which is quite nice. And then you've got levels. You've got sort of 2 or 3 levels for it to also come out. And there's a little clip here.
So you got 2 levels.
Yeah, can you see the little clips just come out the side there?
Yeah.
So you drop it there and it'll clip in, or to the next one. And it's got a really cool little plastic bottom here that it won't move.
So it
Which
won't
is
move.
obviously because nothing worse if you hit something, it slides across your desk,
Yeah.
right? Nothing worse than that. This isn't going to move. I promise you, it is going to move. So it's just a great little thing. I've just grown to love it, and I'm still like designing lots of buttons and profiles for it. I mean, the past 3 weeks has been taking my 15 key Stream Deck, which I've got over 115 products that work with the Stream Deck 15, and making them fit to an 8-key Neo now. You can imagine how much time that's taken to kind of not only create those profiles that they work straight out of the box,
Yeah.
but also creating the artwork for all of those as well. I've had to create artwork for every piece of this. Now this is how much is priced at?
Hang on, I've got it up.
Let's be really clever.
It is
99.
99.99.
Which again, it's just again for the technology in this is great. They've put stuff on there that isn't on any other Stream Deck with that info screen. It's so nice, and this capacitive thing is a really cool idea. It's such a cool idea that you've only got to lightly touch this, and it moves to each individual screen. It's so good.
Plus the little screen, you can add like your own little logo as well, can't you?
Yeah, you can customize it. So yeah, you might have seen it. I've done a few I've done an unboxing of this, and I've got a little promo video that I made. Again, just to say welcome to the family, like if you like. And what was really cool is, yeah, I found out that you can just drop your logo in here. So if you are sort of showing off your desk, on a
Yeah.
live stream, you can actually put your logo there. And as you change screens, it can have different logos on different screens, which is really cool. So
That's
yeah,
nice.
so the Stream Deck Neo for me, I said the mic was the cherry on the top, but I guess this really is.
Yeah.
It's the wafer on the cherry on the wafer on the cherry. This is at the top. My arm hurts from holding that for so long now.
So
But
you would recommend the Stream Deck and the Wave Neo?
yeah, apps. Do
Yeah.
you know what? It's that thing, isn't it? I mean, as like we've always said through this whole thing, that this is all aimed at somebody who's starting to get into content creation, starting to get into streaming,
Yeah.
and the Stream Deck is a big part of all of those things. It really is. And people like aspire to get a Stream Deck because they just know like that's so cool. Control my lights, control my volume control. Just so much you can do with the Stream Deck. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And obviously, as a company, we leverage it as a games device. It becomes the second controller for your gaming platform on the PC. It's so good at that.
It is.
And it lends itself to it so beautifully. But as a productivity tool, so if you're using Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, or you're using Slack, Forever Note, all those productivity tools, there's an icon pack out there that's going to help you, like do that meeting, control that spreadsheet really quickly with a Stream Deck. It's just a multi-tool for your desk. And at 99 quid, what a brilliant price to come at.
Yeah.
It's such a
Definitely a
great thing.
must-have.
And it's kind of like, for me, that's like they just done an incredible job. And I remember seeing a picture of it initially. I was shown a picture of this, and I was like, "It's round. Why is it round?" And I just didn't get it. Like everything else is angular. Everything's got it's angular. Got rounded corners. But this is like soap dish round. This is kind of like soap dish round. But actually, it's just really nice in the eye. You just go, oh my god, that's a really nice product.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that feels like they cheaped out on this at all. These buttons are really good, and I'm
Really nice.
sure they're the same buttons on the 15, on the on the 32, etc. But what a great addition to the family of Stream Decks! It's so good. And they could have easily just created an 8-button one and just left it at that. But the fact that they put the buttons on the info screen, they brought something else to the table, which I think is really good. And it excites me greatly for the future of Stream Decks because they're obviously not going away, which is great news for me and my business. Of course it isn't. But the fact that this is been put into the Neo line, yeah, it just makes me smile because it's a great device. And as I said, when it arrived, I wasn't sure because, as you know, I've got Stream Deck Plus, 32, 15. I've got my lovely models over here, but actually, that sits right next to my keypad, right
Yeah,
next to my mouse. So as I'm moving my mouse, that little thing
it's
is
just
like,
there.
yeah, it's moments away because it's superb. The fact it's got USB C on the end is interesting, as opposed to USB A.
Yeah,
So something to be mindful of. If you haven't got USB-C, you have to buy a little converter from Amazon or
mm,
eBay just to
that's what I've
chuck
had
on
to
it.
do.
And yeah, and it'll work fine. But I can't say enough good things about this because, as you say, it's right up my alley. It's just a brilliant, brilliant product, and I love it a lot. And we're going to see
Mm,
some great things come of it as well.
yeah,
Um, yeah, love it. You can go to the marketplace. Got something called a marketplace if you're not familiar. Elgato Marketplace. You can go there, and there's loads of plugins that you can download for free. Some you
yeah.
have to pay for. So you go to Elgato Marketplace.elgato. Oh, let me get that right. Learn more. I've got to get this right. Yeah, marketplace.elgato.com. If you
Right.
go there, click on the word Stream Deck on the left. You'll be taken to all the Stream Deck icons and profiles, and there's loads of free stuff there just to start
Mm,
playing with it and getting a feel for it. But yeah, for me, it's the best product of the whole thing. Although as a package, it's all pretty awesome, really. Let's
yeah,
face it,
it is. It's
it's pretty
basically
awesome.
like like a beginner's setup in a way,
Yeah,
isn't it? A
it
streamer setup.
yeah. And if you saw somebody going in, and it's interesting, isn't it? Because people say, "Oh, well, I've already got a 15 key string. Why would I buy that?" Well, you probably wouldn't. If that's the case,
No,
this probably isn't for you. Do you need
no.
an 8 key stream deck? Maybe not, but maybe you'd like a stream deck that could just do lights and audio, and then
Yeah.
you use the 15 key for everything else. And that sounds really
Mm,
mental, but you could afford just to stick one on your desk and go in, yeah, I'll use that one just for anything that's
yeah,
audio related or light related. I'll just use that one. And then I've
yeah.
got 15 key over here for everything else. But if you haven't got anything, then my God, you're gonna love this. You absolutely love it from the get-go.
Oh.
Brilliant device. Love
Um,
it. But
Anne says,
hugely
question for
biased.
streamers. Is the Stream Deck easy to set up? Does it come with installation help?
Interesting. When you plug it in, it already populates the icons for you. So if you've never used a Stream Deck before, what's really cool is when you plug the Neo in, and again, that's with all these products, they're made just to plug in. And once you
Yeah,
download the
plug and play.
Elgato software, it'll prompt you for this. But once you download the Elgato software, which is kind of like part of parcel, it's like a scan. You can scan it off your
Yeah,
phone, etc. Um, it populates it with icons straight away. Now, I don't think any other Stream Deck did that before. You were just
no,
left with black buttons. It's like,
yeah.
okay,
You got
now
to just
what?
do it.
You go, okay, what do I do now? Um, so that's what I like about it is the fact you plug it in. It's got these like rainbow colored icons for like pause, play, fast forwards, a few media keys basically.
Yeah.
And so you kind of like, oh, that's cool. It actually lights up with something. Of course, the clock's on there as well, so it looks like a nice little
Mm,
bedside
yeah.
alarm clock thing. You can go, oh, it's got a clock on it. But actually, you would download just the Elgato Stream Deck software,
Mm,
which is really, really simple to use. There's loads of tutorials online. The support section on Elgato is amazing. It'll take you by the hand and lead you through that.
yeah.
Um, so as a device, adding keys, creating your own keys. I mean, Elgato have even got a page dedicated to letting you create your own keys. You can actually type the words on the key as well
Yeah.
on the screen, and they'll show up on here. And that's a free piece of software that'll let you start creating keys for yourself, and it'll put them on the stream deck for you. It's so good.
In
It's so good.
seconds, literally
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah, it's great. Excuse me.
But you want to stick to Icon City packs.
Hey, well, we do productivity. We've got game stuff on there, but
Yeah.
we appreciate that there's obviously lots of streamers out there want to have their own flavor of stuff on there.
Mm,
We've got something called like Transmission and Light Deck Studio that helps people have better looking icons that come as stock with some of these
yeah.
free things you see. So you can actually use somebody else's plugin, but use our icons over the top of them. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
if you want something to look pretty, a lot of people take photographs of their desks You know,
Oh, like me.
if you go to Reddit and things like that, or somebody's trying to, show you what their setup looks like, the
Yeah.
Stream Deck is such a window into their desk
Mm,
that they wanna make it look good. Do you know what I mean? It's not like I just
yeah.
want to throw any old icon there, and that's where we kind of step in. We make your Stream Deck look really nice, but
Mm,
hopefully we make it like you're going to use it for more than just turning your volume up and down lights.
mm.
We're going to use it for gaming. We're going to use it for productivity. We're going to use it for, well, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, that's the main ones.
Plus, Anne, as well, not just the Stream Deck. All the other products in the Neo range, they are very easy to set up. Like we said with the Stream Deck, it's literally like plug and play. It's not
Mhm.
They're not made to be complicated or anything. If you are new to streaming and you want a camera, you plug it in and it comes up straight away
Yeah.
in the software or Stream Deck, as James just said, or the light or anything. It's just basically plug play, and you can just use it straight away with no messing. It is pretty good. It's basically like a beginner starter set, mic, Stream Deck, everything.
Yeah, and guys, obviously, if you want to know more, just jump to elgato.com.
Yeah,
It'll take you, it'll say hello Neo, and it's going to take you through the whole process. It's a really great website. Again, it's just been made to make this whole thing friendly and not to
yeah,
be scared of it. It's like you said, the last thing you want is to open up a manual this thick and have to
yeah.
start reading like, how does this work? You want to plug it in and hopefully it's going to light up and kind of hold your hand through the rest of it. So that's what
Mm,
I think this is definitely aimed at. All the product images are just brilliant. It's so inspiring to look through the website. They've done such a good job with the whole thing. And remember, they've got the people on Twitter to help you through, but support pages up there to help you mainly. And I'll tell you, if you've got a question, it's going to be answered pretty quick.
yeah.
I love it. It's great.
And
So
there is, I'm just trying to find it now. There is videos on the Elgato YouTube channel as well.
yeah, they had
So if
they
you
had
still,
some content creator make videos especially for the Neo family to
yeah,
get you started as well. There's a content creator who tweeted today saying that he'd recorded it all in this little studio that he built, especially for the Neo product line, which is great. And he just said what a joy it was to work with such great products. You know, for somebody who's just started streaming or thinking about it, or content creators, whatever. Um, Photo, and actually create these cool little videos to show you how it all works. Just great. Great stuff. Love it, love it, love it, love it.
I've got it. I got the link. It's on the Elgato workshop
Excuse me.
YouTube channel. There you
There
go.
you go. Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, Ray?
Hey, raising the belt, raising the house.
Ray.
He's
Um,
just caught us at the tail end.
yes.
So, if you're gonna pick your favorite, okay, let's say you can pick two, Gaz. You're
Pick
on
two.
your desert island. You can pick two. Which one are you gonna pick?
Right, got my shades on.
Yeah,
Got me Dr. Pepper in one hand. Got my phone in the other.
also say Malibu and Coke. You look like a Malibu and Coke sort of guy.
I like Baileys. I do like Baileys with ice.
Yeah,
I
right.
do.
Keeping it real.
um,
Brilliant.
if there was two, I would probably go with the Wave Neo and probably the
That's the
Stream
mic.
Deck.
The mic is. Do you know what?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I do as
Is
well.
that what you choose?
Yeah, because I think if you could do your own podcast, still couldn't you on a desert island?
Yeah,
You got your microphone, you got your Stream Deck to kind of
be
do
set
all
up.
your levels and your volumes and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think you could live without the rest.
Yeah.
So you've just picked exactly what I'd pick there. So that's the microphone and the Stream Deck, folks. If you're
Yeah.
wondering what to buy, somebody to get you at the bag, but maybe that's what it is. But again, for content creation, there's so many options here, and I think it's just bravo. I mean, just fantastic. I just think that Elgato's brand has just grown so much stronger with this on the back arm of it now.
Yep.
Um, like I said, even with the eco stuff, it's just so good. Again, I'll just mention that again. It's there's no plastic involved in any of the packaging. This you're not going to be throwing plastic in the bin.
No.
In fact, shall I quickly grab the box? 1 second. I've got the box.
Okay.
'Cause I'm
The
not very.
boxes aren't anything special either. They're just
No,
they're I mean, they're nice. They're nice, but they're just basic the like a basic packaging like that.
there you go. Look.
But it still looks nice.
But as I said,
Uh,
we're familiar with like the blue that they normally use for this sort
yeah,
of stuff, and it really is just everything. Is just it's just cardboard.
yeah,
But again, it feels nice. It's just not cardboard. It feels nice, and again, the
yeah,
print just black print across it. There's no colours on there, so again, biodegradable. It's a nice touch. Again, even opening it was a nice little strip just to pull off, and you lift that up, and and then you're confronted by, in this case, your Stream Deck. Just really, really nice. In fact, and if you want to have a little look here in the centre, there you'll see. Look, you see there's a little barcode right in the middle there. Look, see that? So the minute you open the box, the barcode says "Learn and Discover." So that's going to take you to how to set this up, which is just brilliant. But yeah, lovely box, really, really simple packaging. They've nailed it 100%. Well done.
yeah,
Well done, Elgato. Love you.
yeah. But
Love
you're
you,
not
love you,
being
love you.
overcharged for over packaging. Yeah,
No,
I suppose if they had like the top notch packaging as well, it'd probably be a little bit more money. But I think they've just tried to make it as simple and cheap as possible for
yeah.
them and for us.
Well, you can imagine how many are going to be shipping these sort of things around the
Yeah.
place. There's going to be a lot of
Mm.
cardboard in the world again. And, again, it's that thing is almost encourage you to get rid of it. I mean, you're probably like me, Gaz. You don't throw a box away.
No.
Just don't, can't bring myself to. My house is full of boxes. I mean, you don't see what's been on the back of this door back here, but it's a box fest. There's a party of boxes going on behind here. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of another silly thing to say about boxes, but if there was a festival, it'd be here
Yeah.
because there's hundreds of them all thrown in the back here. Because I can't bring myself to get rid. But actually, this thing, I guess I want to show it off. Really, I don't really want to throw this away, even though this is probably the box that I'll be happy to throw away because
Yeah.
it is what it is. I want to show people it. Like, look at this
Mm.
box.
Yeah.
And like Julian said, it's a brave thing to put this into a retail environment where people might walk past it
Yeah.
and think it's like, oh, what's that? I don't know what
Yeah.
that is. You know?
People walking
Um,
past it thinking it's like a display box and
yeah.
probably, I don't know.
Just one other point to make again, which I thought was interesting, is when I first saw this,
Yeah.
the first thing and I really mean this, that jumped out at me was the fact that this is the first Stream Deck without the word Stream Deck written on it. It's just using the Elgato sign, top center. Can you see that top center middle?
Oh yeah.
And it's a very light
Mm.
coloured Elgato logo. So a bit like Apple, where kind of we've got to that point now with Elgato that we're recognizing it as a brand.
Yeah.
This is their Apple, if you like. The Elgato
Mm.
sign is there. And if you look at the rest of the products, that little grey Elgato sign is actually on everything.
Yeah.
And again, it's one of those things I picked on straight away when I went out of the box. I went, oh, that's strange. The word Stream Deck isn't on it. So it's just like it's an Elgato product in its own right. But if you look at the capture card, it's on there, but it's obviously slightly bigger.
Yeah.
On the base of the microphone, Wave Neo, it's on there. On the back of the Wave Neo light, it's not on the front, funny enough. Yeah, I'm correct. It's not on the front. But if you turn it over on its back, it's got the little Elgato badge on the back. And again, just thought it was a nice touch that we're seeing this branding now that they're
Yeah.
trying to just push the fact. If you see that little circle, that little like sideways A, I think of it as it's like an A. It's like an A. That's Elgato, and I think
Yeah.
that's really really interesting that as a brand, it's almost recognizable just by that, like your neon sign behind you. It's
Yeah.
that's Elgato, and the Stream Deck just carries that little moniker on the back of it.
Logo.
Okay, yeah, I would say logo.
See the excitement bubbling.
It is. We love it. It's.
I do like the Elgato sign on. I love it. I do.
So there you go, folks. That's it, isn't it? We've covered it all.
Yeah.
Unless
I think
anybody
so.
has any questions, I mean, just go into the old
So
Unofficial. We should be doing a giveaway at this at some point, shouldn't we? Once we start getting a few more people in, we can start doing giveaways, can we?
I mean, Anne, I mean, if you wanna do a giveaway for the Neo range, you're more than welcome to.
Cut a full line.
The Icon City Light is off. It is off at the minute, because I'm still sorting my setup out.
He's broken it.
I haven't. I got batteries in. I got batteries in now.
It's USB in it. I thought it was USB.
It is, but don't forget, I haven't got many USB ports.
Excuse me. I should have given you a USB plug.
I-
Well done, Anne, for recognising the Icon City Light isn't on. God, what am I dealing with here?
yeah, but I got my cup here. Look, got my cup.
That's the really old one. Gaz, I'm going to send you a new cup. Let's get you a new cup out there. Look how good they are now. Look at this. Look at this. Oh yeah, it's got the full dominate the game on. Look.
Can you still get these though?
No, they're first generation. That's probably the size you got there, mate.
These are worth a bit. Then I had to put that on eBay.
Yes, stick it on eBay, or just have it as one of those collectibles. This was like the
sign
OG. It's the yeah. If you ever come over here, if I ever get over there, it's going to be the OG. You got the original mug. There you go. In fact, we're the OG hosts, aren't we? We're the first one, weren't we?
Yes, yeah, I do still watch that now and again. I'm thinking, oh my god, how bad was I?
Well, you
Because I'm
never
like,
really.
hello, right, shall we, let me, yeah,
It's
yeah.
look,
Thanks for watching.
hey, look, it's like anything, isn't it? By the
Yeah.
time you get to 100, you're gonna get. We'll both be somewhere good.
Well, we're going to talking about the XXXXL Stream Deck.
Yeah, something like that. And on that bombshell,
Hashtag Gaz puts Icon City Light on. I haven't got it up here. It's downstairs.
maybe we'll have to wait till December when the illuminations are properly on. Like, oh, that's when I light it all up.
Yeah. But as soon as I get that certain thing Wednesday,
Yeah,
I'll get everything sorted then.
it's fine.
I don't know if that thing will fit on this over monitor mic arm though. I don't know. I don't know if it'll
Interesting.
be strong enough.
Yes, Mr. Wolf, you can contact me on Twitter, no problem at all. Just DM me. My DMs are open, or you can email me. Actually, don't email me. We're going through a website changeover at the moment. It's very, very rough. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have a whinge now, but Squarespace and who's the other one? Oh, God, love them. Squarespace and GoDaddy.
Oh yeah,
They're not my best friends at the moment. It's been
Oh.
an email situation for the past 3 days, probably longer. And I may have rectified it today, but nobody email me. If you've emailed me the past 6 days, I'm really sorry. But I've just not go back to it. I'm so sorry. Get me on Twitter, Icon City 3. I think I'm on Twitter.
Yeah.
Hit me up on there, and I'll definitely get back to you. But absolutely, what happened to Streamlabs?
I hadn't used Streamlabs for ages. It takes a lot of CPU up as well on Streamlabs compared to OBS.
Yeah. Again, if I ever get my streaming game on, if I ever get not busy, I'd love to stream with my rig. I would. I'd love to get my rig on, and again, I would certainly, and I really mean this. I would buy all of the Neo products, attach them to my my sim racer kit here. I've got a motion rig that actually moves left and right, up and down, and all that sort of stuff. I would stick it all on there, and I would stream from there because
that'd be good.
All that gear would work so well over there.
Yeah.
It'd be brilliant. But it's just time. I'm building a mini empire. Empire. Anyway, let's wrap this up. Otherwise, we'll be here all night. It's
yes. We hadn't done too bad actually. Only 10 past 10.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Frankie Flops is in. Hey, Frankie.
Yeah, thanks everybody for turning up. It's great to see people in the chat.
Yes. Emails suck, Wolf said.
They do. And especially when you're moving over provider from one to another.
Yeah.
For a seamless transition, I was told, from Squarespace, GoDaddy, and here I am, 3.5 days later, still no emails. Isn't good when you're trying to build an empire, is it? Can't answer an email. I'm so sorry.
I remember when I used to build like little websites from. Do you remember Tripod?
I don't.
It was tripod.com, and it was just like an online website building software website. And I found this website, and I literally like done loads of websites. It was just like stupid things because I'd only just found out about it, and I was putting, oh God knows what it was, gaming stuff on there. I
Right.
didn't share it out or anything. It was just something like, oh, I've just got a website. I've got a website. You know,
Mm.
I've got this. I got that on the website. But
I'll show you, mate. My first website was in Dreamweaver. Do you even remember
God,
that?
Dreamweaver. Oh, yes, I
Dreamweaver.
remember
So it's
Dreamweaver.
owned by Macromedia, and they
Is
had.
that gone now?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
Has it?
Adobe bought everything. So
Oh, did they?
basically, Macromedia were like the pinnacle of like web design, and you have Dreamweaver kind of like for all the coding and the way it kind of
Yeah.
initially looked. Then you had Fireworks, which is how to create the
Wow.
graphics,
Yeah.
which were all modern. Then you had Flash, and those
That's
were three
cool.
products from Macromedia. So you'd buy those three, and pretty much you could build menus and websites and animation with all those packages. And then Adobe came along, and went, "Yeah, like that. We'll just take the lot. Thank you very much."
Do you
And
remember
there goes,
3D Studio Max as well?
yeah, that's still
Yeah.
about 3D Studio
Is
Max is
it?
still about, yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. I
actually
mean,
went to college to use that, and it was
mhm.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's still used now in architecture, absolutely 100%. 3
Okay.
Studio Max, and of course you had X something, XSI, I think it was one of them. Cinema 4D, which I'm the number one fan of, I still use it now. Cinema 4D, that's been around forever. And of course Blender. If you're not sure what we're talking about, you can go and get Blender. It's
Blender's another
absolutely
one.
free, and it's just blowing people's minds. But then there's Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah.
So you're talking 3D now, is what I've been my ballpark here. Yeah, Unreal Engine 5, just fantastic. You can build a game. It's got physics, free character creation. It's just unbelievable. I think all those products have a place somewhere, but if you want to get into anything to do with games creation, creating an indie game, anything from scratch, Unreal Engine 5. It's free. PC and Mac, so you can use it on both, and you can
Mm.
build a game, and it won't cost you a penny. Fantastic. But if you start at 100,000 from it, you might have to pay him a bit of money then.
Yeah. Yeah.
But otherwise, anybody comes up to me and talk about game, I'm going, Unreal Engine. Just Unreal Engine. Don't worry about anything else. Right. Should we tear it up?
Yeah. Wolf's just followed you on Twitter.
Thank you so
He's just said,
much. Icon
uh,
City 3.
yeah, go and check out James, iconcity.com. So if you've got a stream deck, I know Wolf's got a stream deck. So but yeah, if you got a stream deck, you want icon packs, go and check out iconcity.com, or
Thank you
follow
very much.
James, and all the details are on his profile and things like that. Or tweet him, DM him, email him. No, I'm joking. Don't email.
Not yet. I'll tell you when. Check my Twitter to find out what my emails work. Take care, Gaz. Thank you so much. Great session. Enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And again,
Gonna do.
round of applause to Elgato for
Yeah,
an
they've done a
amazing
great
launch.
job. So don't forget, go and check them out on elgato.com. It's the Neo range. Go and check it out. Well worth
Thank you
checking
so
out.
much.
So yeah, that is it. Don't forget jamesiconcity.com if you want to go and check him out, and on iconcity3 on Twitter, and me as a gamer, that's it.
Take care, Gaz. See you next one.
Yep. Have a good one. Thank you everybody for watching. You're
Thank you so much.
legends, and hopefully catch you all again soon. Catch you all later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. End stream.